everybody. Today we're going to go on a special journey. I'm going to remember my very good friend Betty Wright. As many of you probably know, I grew up in Miami, Florida, and my childhood friend Betty Wright and I, we did a lot of things together. We wrote music together while all the other kids were out playing and having fun. She and I were writing music and, you know, playing on her brother's guitars. We weren't allowed to do, but we did anyway, and banging on my piano at home until my mother ran us out of the house. Anyway, in Miami, we had a mixture of food, you know, because of the association with the many Bahamians who lived in Miami. We had a lot of Bahamian dishes that we grew up on. And one of the main dishes was pigeon peas and rice. And so I'm gonna make that today. And I'm gonna make Cornish hens, which, you know, you call Poussins over there in England and other places. And just, you know, some veggies and stuff. But anyway, I just want to remember my friend who passed away a couple of years ago. So in honor of Betty Wright, who we call Jean. I love you, Jean, and I miss you so much. Okay, as some of you know, I spent a lot of time in Germany as well. So I learned a few cooking tricks from them. And one, I learned to use this baking dish called Romatoff. And this is what I'm going to cook my Poussins or my Cornish hens in today. And it's an excellent pot because when you use it, you use no oil. The meats that you cook, they all cook in their own juices. And, you know, when they're done, they're absolutely moist and beautiful. So, you know, join me on this journey. We're going from Miami to Munich. Okay, so here, washed, and I soaked them in a little apple cider vinegar for a while too. These are our Poussins, or our Cornish hens, the way we say in America. And the ingredients I'm going to use today, salt, pepper, you know, sage, thyme, paprika, garlic, you know, the usual stuff. But I'm also going to stuff them with fresh herbs so that when they cook in the Romatoff, they're, you know, all that flavor is just going to go straight through. Okay, we're going to start by stuffing the Poussins, or the Cornish hens, as we say in America, with the herbs. Now this is parsley and coriander, or coriander they call cilantro here. I don't know about this camera today. I technically, I'm telling you, you guys, please be patient. I'm trying. Okay, so I've you know, washed and chopped these up a bit. So I'm just gonna, first I'm gonna start out by stuffing the Poussins, or the Cornish hens, with these very fresh herbs. Okay, so that all that flavor goes in there. Flavor, you know, I'm all about flavor. And you know, the herbs that we have left, we're gonna put like in the bottom. If we have any left, we'll put them in the bottom. Oh, we don't have any. Okay, so we'll just stuff them all in here. Stuff with herbs. Okay. If you ever get a chance to buy a Romatoff, please do, because oh my God, you will thank me, because I mean, you just get hooked on it. I mean, the fact that you don't have to add oil or anything, and that whatever you're cooking, the meat cooks in its own juices, is just unbelievable. I mean, the flavor is just unbelievable. So anyway, so we've stuffed our little guys with the herbs, and now I'm going to add, I'm going to season it. So we start off with salt, of course. Put that all over. All right. Both of our cute little babies. Aren't they cute? I love Cornish hens, or Poussins, as you call them over in England. I mean, they're just so good. And sometimes, and maybe I'll do this with you later, sometimes I cut them up and I put them in the air fryer. And you'd be surprised how beautiful they taste. I mean, you know, they're moist and everything. So this is pepper I'm putting on them, as you can see. But the crispiness, you know, the air fryer provides, you know, it's just amazing. I know you hear my, so we're gonna put a mixture of garlic and onion powder as well. Okay. I love a lot of onion and garlic, in case you haven't noticed. Then I love cumin as well, so we're gonna put some cumin on it. Bit of cumin. Yes. All right. And paprika, which I love as well. It gives a nice color. Paprika on it. All right. And then we add all the other spices. I mean, you know me, I love using a lot of, you know, herbs and spices and stuff. So I'm gonna put a bit of sage on it, because, you know, it's lovely with sage. And my favorite again, mandarin black tea. Yes, we're gonna put some of that on it. Right? Right. And the lemon peel, because the lemon peel, you know, the lemon taste on this is also quite lovely. All right. So there you have it. Okay, so we're gonna put this in the oven. We're gonna put it in a aromatop and then put it in the oven. I've got my oven set to 350 and it's gonna cook for about an hour while I make the pigeon peas and rice and other stuff. Okay, before we start with the pigeon peas and rice, this is something very interesting. These are beets, red and yellow. I love the coloring. But anyway, I'm gonna roast the beets in the oven, right? Oh, I need some olive oil, just one second. I love to roast them in the oven, and I do it the simple way. Just add olive oil, you know, then I add some salt and some pepper, right? And my favorite on roasted vegetables, as you know, rosemary. Put that on top there. Loads of rosemary. It's very simple, very, very simple. You know, just a little something. And some onion and garlic powder. Okay, and we'll put a little cilantro in there too. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna swish this around, you know, and then we're gonna put it in the oven and just let it bake, you know, about 30 minutes, not even that long. But I love beets, and I love the color, you know, of the yellow ones and the red ones. I'm gonna wash my hands. And another interesting thing about the beets, you know, when you buy them, you get them with the green leaves on top. And I read somewhere that these leaves, you know, are very nutritious. So they said if you just take them, first let me put these in the oven. Put this in the top oven. Okay. These leaves, I washed and cut up, you know, broke them up and stuff. I'm gonna just put them in a pot and just let them kind of steam, you know. And one time I tried them, they were absolutely delicious. So don't throw away the leaves from your fresh beets. Okay, now for the main Miami dish. We're gonna make pigeon peas and rice. Okay, these are pigeon peas. You can even get them in England. You can get them anywhere. But you buy them green, but when you cook them, they turn brown. But anyway, pigeon peas. All right, then we have rice. Now I like brown rice, that's just my thing, but you can use long grain rice, any kind of rice you want. And we take bacon, smoked center cut bacon, to add flavoring to it, and tomato paste, and chopped up onions, garlic, celery, and bell pepper, okay? And the main ingredients in this dish is thyme. You need thyme. You can add fresh thyme if you like, but you know, dry thyme is just as good, but you have to use a lot of it in it. And of course, you know, onion and garlic powder, bit of paprika, you know, whatever seasonings you want to add to it. Now, a lot of people use a browning sauce in this. I don't like that. I'm just going to use the, you know, tomato paste and just let it have its own natural color. This is something that we grew up on in Miami. I mean, even if you're a Miami person, you love this Bahamian dish because it was just, you know, instead of, you know, regular white rice or whatever, pigeon peas and rice was like always on the table. You know, it goes good with fried fish, goes good with fried chicken, goes good with anything. But anyway, let's get started on our pigeon peas and rice in honor of my great friend, the cleanup woman. The cleanup woman is a woman who, Miss Betty Wright, whom I love and miss. Okay guys, time for the famous pigeon peas and rice. Okay, we're gonna warm up our pot. I mean, normally people make it in a really big pot, but I'm just making enough for my husband and I, so I'm not making a big pot. But normally, traditionally, when you make a pot of pigeon peas and rice, you make a big pot because everybody's gonna want a lot. Okay, first we're gonna put a little bit of oil in the pan. I'm using olive oil, but you can use whatever oil you want. Let that warm up again a bit. And what we're gonna do is we're going to add, now, you know, over the years they've changed this recipe, but in the, you know, back in the day, everybody made this with bacon, okay? Nowadays they make it with powdered shrimp, or, you know, just to give the dish flavor. And it's healthier, obviously, for some, not to use bacon. But today I'm just gonna make it the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna use a bit of bacon, flavor it up a bit, and you know, we're gonna make it the old style. So let that bacon brown. Okay. Okay, once everything boils, you turn your fire down and cover it. Leave it for about, I would say 30 minutes till all the moisture is absorbed and the rice is nice and lovely. Okay, remember what I told you about the stems from the beets? How you can just, you know, steam them in water. Anyway, that's how they turn out. Can you see that? So they just look like greens, you know. But you know what? They taste really good. You'd be surprised. Yeah, you don't throw anything away. Use everything. Why not? Anyway, pigeon peas and rice is still cooking. Okay, remember the beets we put in the oven? Don't they look beautiful? Oh my God, they look so nice. They're gonna be good. Right, dinner's almost ready. It's gonna be fun, huh? Very colorful dinner. Very Miami-like, you know. We Miamians, we like orange and, you know, all different colors. Anyway, it's gonna be a good dinner. Okay, I've just taken my Cornish hens or my Poussins out of the oven. Woo. There you have it. Oh, I don't want to drop it, do I? Anyway, I'm gonna take them out, but you see, and I put nothing in it, no oil or anything, and it's just juicy and lovely. So, that's ready. Dinner's almost done. Pigeon peas and rice, just done. That's how it looks. All right, I'm gonna let you see me taste some of this. All right, so I'm gonna cut a little piece of our Cornish hen. Oh, that is so delicious. And it's so moist. The whole concept of the Romatoff pot you will get as soon as you try this. It's so amazing. So pigeon peas and rice. Now that's good. That is a little bit of the Bahamian Islands and the Magic City, Miami.